Chosen One, this message comes to you not by mere chance, but through the cosmic design of the universe, guided by forces beyond sight, always knowing the precise moment your spirit is ready to hear it. It's not just another noise in the world, but a divine calling that seeks to stir the depths of your being. Today, we explore a truth that many overlook: the unseen power of the chosen ones. These are not ordinary people. They walk among us quietly, often unnoticed, yet they hold within them a rare energy that can shift the very atmosphere. Their presence carries purpose, their actions ripple through time, and their hearts are deeply connected to divine forces that most can't begin to comprehend. Chosen ones are more than individuals. They are vessels of divine energy, here to guide, to awaken, and to protect. And if you ever find yourself tempted to challenge one, you may want to think twice, because interfering with a chosen one isn't just a personal mistake. It's a spiritual miscalculation with far-reaching consequences. Before we move forward, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is a message that every chosen one needs to hear. If you feel the truth of this message resonating within you, drop the number 77 in the comments. This isn't just a number, it's a powerful signal to the universe, showing that you are aligned with divine purpose and ready to step into your full strength. Only those who are truly chosen will stay until the very end. And for those who do, deeper truths will be unlocked. Your spiritual clarity will grow, and the blessings hidden within this message will become clear. Remember, this is wisdom that reveals itself over time. Revisit this video as many times as you need to harmonize your mind, body, and spirit with the truths being shared. Each time you return, you'll uncover something new, something profound that you may have missed before. Let's go deeper into the extraordinary qualities that set these beings apart, and why recognizing their sacred role in this world can change everything. Chapter 1. Divine Protection. The invisible shield around them. Imagine moving through life with a force field that not only shields you from harm, but also clears paths before you. That's what divine protection feels like for the chosen ones. They are surrounded by an invisible energy, a spiritual armor that guards them from harm, blocks negative intentions, and reroutes danger before it even arrives. This protection doesn't mean they don't face trials. In fact, chosen ones often face intense challenges. But what makes them different is how they emerge from these struggles, stronger, wiser, and often glowing with even more light. Where others might fall and stay down, chosen ones rise, not because of luck, but because a higher power walks with them. Think about those people who, no matter what happens, always seem to bounce back. The ones who get knocked down, but rise with more clarity, more strength, and more purpose. That's not coincidence. That's divine intervention. But protection is just the beginning. Chapter 2. Spiritual Power, a quiet force that transforms. The energy of a chosen one is not loud or forceful. It doesn't scream for attention, nor does it try to dominate. Instead, it operates in the quiet, unseen realms, like a soft breeze that shapes the land over time, unnoticed, yet profound. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't force, it influences. Their spiritual power is subtle, but that subtlety holds a strength that can move mountains, transforming everything it touches without ever needing to be acknowledged. When a chosen one enters a space, it is as though the very atmosphere shifts in their presence. It is like the air growing clearer, the weight in the room lifting, and the shadows of doubt beginning to fade. Emotions that once felt heavy become lighter, and the darkness of conflict and despair begins to recede. Hope returns quietly but powerfully, as if the very essence of peace settles in their wake. And often, they don't even need to speak a word. Their presence alone begins the process of healing, like a balm gently applied to a wound, soothing and restoring without a sound. To belittle or attack this energy is to challenge something sacred, something ancient and untouchable. It's like throwing mud at the sun, an attempt to dim something that will never be dimmed, something that has been burning long before we existed and will continue to burn long after. Such actions are futile and misguided. The spirit of a chosen one is connected to realms far beyond our comprehension, realms that exist outside of time and space. Trying to harm them is like trying to strike at the wind, something that moves around you, through you, beyond your grasp, and always continues, unaffected by your attempts to control or hinder it. The chosen ones are carriers of a divine flame, both a warmth that offers comfort and healing, and a fire that can consume all that seeks to harm or diminish. Yet, this flame does not burn recklessly. It is not a fire that acts out of impulse or anger. It is a fire that burns with purpose, with divine timing. When provoked, this fire does not lash out immediately. Instead, it waits. It responds when the moment is right, and those who seek to harm or confront a chosen one often find themselves facing consequences far beyond what they anticipated. Consequences that ripple through the energetic and spiritual realms, leaving them to reckon with forces they cannot see or understand. It is not the external actions that matter most, but the internal harmony that the chosen one embodies, rooted in ancient truths and wisdom. When challenged, they do not retaliate with anger or hate. Instead, they allow the sacred fire within them to respond in its own time and way, transforming the energy of the situation into something that elevates rather than destroys. The consequences of attacking or trying to break a chosen one often unfold in ways that those who provoke them cannot comprehend, shifting the very fabric of reality, as the spiritual power they carry brings balance and justice where it is needed most. Their quiet strength is their greatest power. It is a force that does not demand attention, but it commands respect. It does not impose itself, but it shapes and transforms everything in its path. And those who are wise enough to understand the magnitude of this energy will never seek to challenge it, but will instead seek to learn from it, to stand in its presence with reverence, and to allow the healing force of the chosen one's spirit to bring light into the darkest corners of the world. Chapter 3. Deep Wisdom and Gifted Intelligence. Chosen ones possess wisdom that transcends conventional intelligence. They don't just see what's in front of them, they perceive the hidden layers of reality, understanding what others cannot. In conversation, their words stir something deep within the soul, offering clarity and insight where confusion once reigned. Their intelligence is not bound by traditional education, but is ancient, intuitive, and forged through lifetimes of experience. It's a deeper knowing, an innate understanding of universal truths that cannot be taught, but must be lived. Where others see dead ends, they recognize opportunities for transformation. Their minds are like compasses, always pointing toward truth and growth. They can see beyond the limitations of the present moment and envision possibilities that many cannot. When they speak, their words are meant to uplift and guide, not to be taken lightly. Ignoring their wisdom is like missing an opportunity that could change your life. The insights they offer are timeless and powerful, meant to awaken deeper understanding and growth. Their wisdom encourages others to open their eyes to new perspectives, embracing what was once invisible. They carry knowledge not just to enrich themselves, but to lead others on a path of enlightenment. Chapter 4. Unshakable Influence. The influence of the Chosen Ones is quiet but profound. It is not about popularity or charisma, but about a deep spiritual presence that shifts everything around them. They inspire transformation simply by being true to themselves. Their energy and authenticity gently guide others toward growth without forcing change. This influence is not always about overt action, but a subtle shift in energy that prompts others to change course on a deeper level. Their influence may not always be visible, but it builds over time, like a river slowly carving a path through rock. Great movements in history were sparked by individuals who carried truth without seeking power, and the Chosen Ones are no different. They lead by example, not control, and inspire others to lead, not follow. Their presence challenges the status quo, shifting consciousness and opening new pathways for those around them. They do not force others to change, but create an environment where transformation happens naturally. Underestimating their influence is like ignoring the wind that slowly shapes mountains. Their quiet force is unstoppable, transforming the world in ways that may go unnoticed, but leave a lasting legacy of change. Through their presence, they stir a silent revolution, touching lives with quiet yet undeniable power, leaving traces of transformation in their wake. The ripple effects of their influence reach far beyond what the eye can see, touching hearts and minds in ways that are felt but often not immediately understood. Chapter 5. The Pain of Isolation and the Struggle with Society. For all their extraordinary gifts, Chosen Ones often find themselves walking a solitary path. Their depth, their wisdom, and their ability to perceive truths that most cannot are what set them apart from the rest of society. In many ways, they are outliers, misfits in a world that prizes conformity. Their vision is often too vast, too expansive for others to comprehend, and their presence demands a confrontation with uncomfortable realities that many are unwilling to face. In a world driven by comfort and ease, where illusions are often more accepted than truth, Chosen Ones become targets of misunderstanding. They are too intense, too different, too much for the ordinary mind to grasp. It is this disconnect that forces them to the fringes of society, where they become isolated in ways that are painful yet necessary for their growth. Their love for truth and their relentless drive to awaken others to the higher realities of existence can make them feel alienated, often misunderstood, and rejected by those who are content with the status quo. This has always been the story of those who are ahead of their time. Throughout history, visionaries and truth-bearers were often ridiculed, persecuted, and cast aside, only to be celebrated once their ideas became widely accepted. Chosen Ones face this same struggle today, experiencing the pain of being misunderstood in the present, knowing that eventually their contributions will be honored when the world is ready to embrace their vision. They endure this isolation as a form of preparation, a crucible that strengthens them and fortifies their resolve. It teaches them to trust in their divine connection, in their spiritual path, and in their own inner knowing. Yet, despite this, society faces a choice: continue to resist the light they carry, or create space for it to grow. If we choose the latter, if we allow the Chosen Ones to be seen and heard, we all rise together, transforming society as a whole. The choice is ours, and it's one that will shape the future. Chapter 6. A powerful intuition that guides them and others. In addition to their spiritual power and wisdom, chosen ones possess a remarkable gift, their heightened intuition. This isn't mere instinct, it's a deep, spiritual radar that allows them to perceive things far beyond the surface level. While others may rely on logic and reason, chosen ones trust their inner guidance, sensing what is not being said, feeling what is hidden, and knowing when something is amiss, even if they cannot explain it. It is a profound and mystical ability, an extension of their connection to the divine. This heightened sense of intuition guides them through life with unparalleled clarity and confidence. They do not second-guess their decisions, for they understand the subtle energies at play in any given situation. They know when to act, when to wait, and when to let things unfold naturally. But perhaps most importantly, their intuition allows them to guide others. When you encounter a chosen one, it feels as if they can see straight into your heart, not in a way that judges or condemns, but in a way that heals and empowers. Their words have the power to lift you up, to help you see yourself in a new light, to reveal your own truths. For the chosen ones, intuition is not just a personal gift. It is a tool for service, a divine compass that points them toward their higher purpose and helps others find theirs. They walk with an innate knowing that others may not understand, but this knowing is what allows them to navigate the world with ease. But with this gift comes a challenge: to face those who do not understand the depth of their connection. To cross a chosen one is to act in spiritual ignorance, for it's not just a person you are confronting, but a destiny, a purpose, and a divine calling that reaches far beyond human understanding. To dismiss or dismiss them is to challenge something sacred, something that transcends our limited vision. But this isn't a warning in the traditional sense. It is an invitation. It is an invitation to honor the sacred presence of those who carry light. It is an invitation to support the ones who walk paths most are too afraid to tread. Chosen ones are not here to be worshipped or revered. Their purpose is not to shine for their own glory, but to awaken others, to help them realize the divine spark within themselves. Their gifts are not theirs alone. They are for the world. And for those who are wise enough to see this, they too can be transformed by the presence of the chosen ones. So, the next time you meet someone who feels different, someone who speaks truth even when it's uncomfortable, someone who radiates peace in their silence and power in their presence, don't be quick to judge. Instead, pause, listen, understand. You may just be standing in the presence of a chosen one, someone whose impact will be felt far beyond what you can imagine. And if you are fortunate enough to recognize them, you may find that their presence has the power to awaken something deep within you too. Chapter 7. The Chosen Ones, Navigators of Transformation and Understanding. In the fabric of human society, where fear often breeds misunderstanding, there exists a group of remarkable individuals who shine brightly, though their light is sometimes dimmed by society's inability to truly comprehend their essence. These individuals, often referred to as the chosen ones, carry with them a profound gift, a gift of insight, intuition, and spiritual understanding that is both rare and powerful. Their existence challenges the norms and expectations of the world around them, creating ripples of change in places that others may never see. Yet, their presence is not always embraced. Instead, society's default response is often one of resistance, misunderstanding, and rejection. These chosen ones are seen as outliers, misfits, or even as misunderstood prophets, whose purpose lies outside the common narrative. But these individuals are not meant to conform to societal expectations. They are destined to carry a purpose far greater than mere assimilation. Their role is to act as bridges between the tangible world and the spiritual realms, to see what others cannot, and to understand the depths of existence in a way that is simply beyond the grasp of ordinary perception. At the heart of their being is an intuitive sense, a knowing that guides them through the complexities of life. Where the world sees division, they see potential for unity. Where there is fear, they feel compassion. Where there is conflict, they offer peace. This intuition is not just a tool. It is a way of being that helps them move through life's relationships with grace and empathy. It allows them to dissolve barriers between people, to break down walls of misunderstanding, and to heal wounds that others might not even realize exist. Their very existence proves that understanding, empathy, and connection are far stronger forces than conflict and division. Chapter 8. The Alchemy of Transformation, Turning Darkness into Light. As we venture deeper into the realm of the chosen ones, we begin to uncover another one of their extraordinary gifts: the ability to transform negative experiences into profound wisdom and growth. This isn't simply about looking for the silver lining in every storm or maintaining a positive mindset. What the chosen ones possess is something far more powerful, an alchemical gift, an internal magic that allows them to transmute the heaviness of life's challenges into golden opportunities. This transformative ability is woven into the very fabric of who they are. It is not a learned behavior or a technique to be mastered. It is a natural part of their being, an extension of their intuition. When life throws them into the depths of adversity, they do not simply endure. They change the very nature of that adversity, turning it into a source of strength, wisdom, and personal growth. This process of transformation, of alchemy, reshapes their experiences, turning the weight of hardship into the lightness of insight and understanding. Picture the power of such a gift. In a world that often feels overwhelmed by negativity, the chosen ones stand as living examples that darkness is not the final destination, but the fertile ground from which new life can sprout. They show us that every challenge we face, no matter how daunting, holds within it the seeds of transformation. It is in the most difficult moments that we are given the opportunity to rise, to become more than we were, to be renewed and enlightened. The chosen ones inspire those around them to see beyond the immediate chaos of life and to recognize the potential for growth, renewal, and spiritual awakening that lies just beneath the surface. Chapter 9. Empathy in the Face of Adversity, Navigating Life's Challenges with Grace. The transformative ability of the chosen ones is not limited to personal growth alone. It plays a crucial role in how they navigate the many challenges they face in society. Misunderstood, rejected, and often isolated, the chosen ones are subjected to a unique kind of societal confrontation. People may fail to understand their mission, reject their ideas, or even fear their presence. But rather than viewing these experiences as obstacles, the chosen ones see them as opportunities to deepen their own resilience, to cultivate greater empathy, and to refine their purpose in the world. In a society that often celebrates conformity, the chosen ones stand as examples of the power of individuality and authenticity. Their rejection is not a mark of their failure, but a sign of their deeper calling. Where others might feel despair or defeat, The chosen ones see only a call to action, an invitation to deepen their wisdom, refine their understanding, and share that knowledge with the world. It is through their own challenges that they are able to build the resilience required to lead others toward understanding, connection, and healing. This incredible ability to transform adversity into opportunity serves as a powerful antidote to the fear of change that plagues society. In a world where the idea of transformation often brings discomfort, the chosen ones embody the profound potential of both personal and collective evolution. They demonstrate that the seeds of positive change are often found in the very heart of the struggles we face, waiting for someone with the right vision and wisdom to nurture and grow them. Chapter 10. Bearers of Hidden Knowledge, a legacy of wisdom and understanding. Beyond their transformative power, the chosen ones also carry another sacred gift: hidden knowledge. This is not the kind of knowledge that can be found in textbooks or academic journals, but wisdom that transcends conventional understanding. It is ancient, timeless, and often overlooked by the mainstream society. This hidden knowledge forms the foundation of the chosen one's intuitive wisdom and guides their actions in the world. The chosen ones have access to a vast, unseen library of universal truths, a collection of insights and wisdom that guides them as they walk through life. This knowledge is not exclusive. It is not reserved for the chosen ones alone. Rather, it is meant to be shared with those who are ready to embrace it, to those who seek a deeper understanding of the world and their place within it. This hidden wisdom encompasses not just spiritual knowledge, but also practical insights into living harmoniously with the natural world and with each other. It is a guide for creating balance in a world that often feels chaotic, for cultivating peace in a time of division, and for navigating the challenges of life with grace and understanding. It is a knowledge that has been passed down through generations, hidden in plain sight, waiting for those who are ready to see it and use it. Chapter 11. The Silent Guardians, waiting for the right moment. Despite the profound nature of this hidden knowledge, it often remains concealed. The world is not always ready to receive such wisdom, and the chosen ones often find themselves on the outskirts of society, their insights misunderstood or ignored. But this does not deter them. Instead, it reinforces their role as guardians of wisdom. They patiently nurture the seeds of change, waiting for the moment when the world is ready to embrace the deeper truths they carry. Their knowledge is not used as a weapon to dominate or control. It is offered as a bridge to higher understanding, to spiritual growth, and to collective transformation. The chosen ones know that the world is not always ready for the full depth of their knowledge, and so they wait. They wait for the moment when society will be ready to embrace the wisdom they carry, when the seeds they've planted will begin to sprout, and when the world will awaken to the truths they have always known. Chapter 12. A Call to Action, embracing the wisdom of the chosen ones. As we reflect on the journey of the chosen ones, we are left with a profound sense of awe and wonder. Their ability to transform adversity, their intuitive wisdom, and their guardianship of hidden knowledge are not just gifts for them to keep. They are gifts for all of us. They invite us to awaken to our own potential, to recognize the power of transformation, and to embrace the possibility of personal and collective evolution. The chosen ones are not here to be admired from afar, but to be engaged with. Their wisdom is a call to action for all of us to learn, to grow, and to connect more deeply with one another. Let us not shy away from their message, but instead, let us embrace it, recognizing that their journey is our journey too. Together, we can create a world that is more understanding, compassionate, and united. A world in which the wisdom of the chosen ones can flourish, transforming our lives and our society for the better.